To do another live stream of custom screen printing. My name is Wayne, and I'm your host. I hope everyone's having a good day today. We're on the 10:55 a.m. live stream on a Monday morning, and this is the day the Lord has made, and I rejoice and be glad in it. Psalm 118 to verse 105. This is the day the Lord has made is right, and it's awesome that He made this day. Every day is a good day when it comes to God. Hey, Steven, how you doing there, man? What's up? Want to come up? Let you up there, brother. Let me get this link in here. Come on up, Steven. Join me up here. How you doing today, Steven?
I'm doing good.
You see what I did to my worship channel yesterday?
Yeah,
I put some audio Bibles in here. You hear them reading them, chapter 1 of Matthew and chapter 2 of Matthew.
yeah.
I got free audio Bible domain,
Hmm.
non copyright issue, so YouTube can't touch it. And I got some audio free domain Christian hymns too to put on there. I haven't put them on there yet. I'm working on it. I just went on the live just a minute ago and told people what this channel is about to help people, help Christians out with their issues and help people to come to know terms with God and everything. And if anyone's having problems, they can turn to God in prayer and things like that. I said in the live stream. I use this application to go on there with this rest stream on my religious channel. Do you believe I went on YouTube live without subscribers in that channel yesterday on the app with no subscribers? I went live on that. Isn't that weird? I thought they wouldn't let you do that, but I did it yesterday. So what's going on today? You're quiet today. What's going on?
Oh,
Anything
no,
that?
I was just waiting until a little bit after lunch so I could cut the grass.
Oh, okay. So this is exciting. I was searching the web last night, asking for non-copyright Christian music, hymns, and Bible audio, and this organization. Let me see what my notes. Um, is named. I'll find the paper now. What do I do with the paper? Put it somewhere. It's free audio domain.com. Can't find the paper I wrote it on. Lost it somewhere. Had it here a little while ago. Put it away somewhere now. I don't know what I did with it, but I put it away. Can't find it now. It's in free audio domain.com. Let's see. I can tell you what the name is. Make sure I'm telling it right. Let me see. Um, public uh, public domain audio. Public domain audio Bible.com. That's what it is. Public domain audio Bible.com. They allow you to use the Bible free of charge and to reach people. And that's what this ministry is all about that I started doing. And unfortunately, that'll help other Christians out or those who don't know who to turn to when they have problems and their issues. And that's what that channel is about. Like, yeah, that's your kind of ministry you like to do, right? To reach out to people, right? And
Yeah,
everything. So maybe one day we'll have a chat on there, that channel, let people know, what God can do for them and everything, It's like, so I got free piano songs. Mighty Fortress is Our God. Every hymn you can imagine. Hey, Ashley. Um, Good morning. I have all the hymns. I mean, I even have the Revelation book, the whole Bible book. They read audio form by a computer, and they read all the chapters of the Bible all the way to Revelation. And I get all the hymns like Mighty Fortress and for Amazing Grace, and it's just audio, audio music they can listen to. And but actually, I know some people have the machine out there. You can actually put the words on the screen when they play it. They can actually do that. You could actually do that and put it behind the hymn and have the name written on it, typed in. But it's gonna be hard to do though. I don't know how you are. How are you two doing too there, Ashley, super nerd? Um, yeah, I was like, uh, I I just didn't want to be on YouTube yesterday on Sunday, so I just took it off and relaxed. You know, Sometimes you need your time away from YouTube because there's too much going on. Oh, okay. Too much going on in this YouTube multimedia platform. You know how it is. You know what the trolls are like and the bullying, cyberbullying, and all that stuff shouldn't even go on this platform. I think they should shut it down and clean it. I agree with you when you said that, remember? You said they should just do the fixing of this platform. I haven't seen nothing done yet. I hope they do it because it needs a waking up. It needs to be cleaned out and redone. They started in 2015. That's when they started. YouTube did. That's a long time ago. So what's the story about Facebook? He gave it over to a friend or something of his to run Facebook now. Meter, his name is now. They turned it over to another person to run his Facebook. The guy got in trouble with the government over certain things he did.
now what in the world?
Let them come and talk crap, haters are your biggest fans, and they get your comments and watch hours. I don't know. I don't know who has what, but you always one dare to say it to your face in person. I know, Ashley, but that's part of YouTube. We got to ignore them. But that's what the Christian channel is all about. I have on YouTube. I built a the worship channel. It's called, and it has the Bible on there. It has they can have discussions on there if they're Christians. They can go on and talk about they give their testimonies and everything, and let people hear their testimonies and help others out to realize that if you're going through a struggle in life, you don't have to struggle alone. Oh yeah, I know. If they're going through problems in life, struggling, I let them know that they are not going through it alone. God is with you. Those believers and those who are not believers, God's with them as well. That's how people turn to Christ and repent. People may not want to hear religion, but it's out there and it's powerful. Even the word of God's power, even prayer is powerful. I'm living proof of that myself, so I know it works. So no problem about that whatsoever by anything, any shape or form.
They
So
they took down they took down my friend's channel yesterday.
Ed, about what's his channel about?
Um, he's a he's a journalist. I know he's a journalist.
Well, they take it down. What was the reason for that?
You just say he didn't want a license. He was licensed. He's been licensed for 3 years. And and
Huh.
and he travels a lot too. He just got back from New York yesterday, um, doing some kind of journalist up there. But I mean, he goes everywhere where he needs to be, you know.
Huh. Why would they shut him off? That's stupid.
But he got it back on. He what did y'all disputed? He disputed, and they got it back on.
Doesn't he think that's kind of odd them doing that?
And it's people reporting them that like people report to YouTube or report to Google, and Google has to put it back on, and they're trying to not to let. If you report somebody, make sure that you report it legit. Don't just report something and it's just false information.
Oh, I know people do that just to be mean. You know, they try to report something, make something up about someone, said they're bad, and they completely drop the axe on you, and they find out it ain't true. So how they gonna know they're not? How they know it's not true from the truth from false? How do they find it out? That's what I want to know. How do they actually find out that it's not true about a person? Do they find
Because
out?
what they do, they look at the video, they replay the video, and if they see anything that's negative, if it's not negative or anything, they just won't shut it down. I mean,
Oh, okay.
even if it's negative, they won't shut it down. Just let it ride.
Huh. Yeah.
If it's something that's really that you know what I'm
Just imagine
saying,
a friend has to go through that though. You know, he worked
like
so hard at doing what he's doing, and they just did that to him. It could
but
really.
he's got all his members back and everything. I mean, he's got all his members. They just what they did, they just say cleared it up and just gave back his channel back.
That's good they did because a lot of work being a journalist is not easy. It's a hard job.
He's like this guy that's on. It's called Agenda Free News. His name is Stephen Looker, and he's a good guy. I mean, he talks about like what's happening in Russia and all that. But he's got permission. He's been traveling around the world. He's been doing that for years.
So how
And
old is this guy up in age? Is he old and middle age or
he's
in
a
his
young
40s?
guy, kind of a young guy, but he's been doing it for a long time. I mean, he's
Is he
been
like 40 years old up in that age bracket?
who's that comedian that died or something. He was great friends with him.
Is he like your friend 40 something years old up in his 40s or 30s or he's
He's in
doing it?
his he's in his 30s.
Okay. So he's a correspondent then, right?
Yeah, um he wanted to go to Ukraine with his partner, but they said they only need one reporter. So,
It's dangerous out there. I wouldn't go out there. It's very dangerous out there right now. I
but
wouldn't want to stop in a country like that. That's crazy, man. You could lose your life over there. You know, it's kind of very unsafe right now.
they still they still got questions on why Dwayne Haskins walked across the interstate because he got hit by a dump truck, and that's
Yeah,
just
I heard my brother told me about that. He was talking to me about that. He told me,
that's
why would
sad.
you walk down the highway? That is crazy. That's the most dangerous area you can't walk on because people never look on the highway. They just keep going.
Well, a
Why
lot
would
of people,
they do that?
like I was talking to a guy that said a lot of people are afraid to drive now, because of and I guess, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I just don't know. I mean, why did he had to cross the interstate? They're still trying to investigate on that.
Where was he? Was he driving or something?
No, he just I think his apartment is right across the street from the interstate highway.
Oh my gosh.
And I said, why is he crossing it? Maybe I don't know.
God, why would we be walking across? That's dangerous.
He should have it like a public service. And plus, I mean, if you're a football player, you need to have public access. You need to have somebody pick you up.
That's what
And
I'm saying. Doesn't it kind of odd to you that you walk down the highway and someone killed him. I said, what the heck?
I mean, here he was getting ready to start this season. I mean, they're just about telling him to start practicing and all that stuff, and all of a sudden, boom, and there goes Pittsburgh Steelers. I mean, he's got to go get it, go find another.
Yeah, but I can't understand if he's in a team like that, right?
Yeah,
Don't you think that they'll have a public servant give him a ride if he needs it? It sounds odd. That doesn't sound odd to you. We'll be walking down the highway. Where was he? Must be under contract with them, right? Have a good contract with them.
yeah. But
Don't you
see,
think you have a like a limo driver picking him up? Or
yeah,
isn't it odd that he was chose to walk on a highway? It's kind of dumb. Something weird about that.
I won't even.
No, I'm not saying I wonder if he had any medical issues or any problems. You know what I mean? You ever think of that he could have had a
They didn't say anything that he had medical issues. I know the parents. I mean, I know they're praying for the family and all that. And I think he was married. I'm not sure. I can't describe, because
that is awful though. So I feel sorry for the family too. That must be a tragic
really
situation
young.
losing a son like that. That must be really painful. I just can't understand why didn't he have a ride down where he had to go instead of walking through the highway.
I'm
That
just,
got me thinking about that part. Seems
but,
odd.
but now you just you look and say, well, he chose the way that he wanted to do things, and there he went. Uh,
I guess his time was up. I guess that's the
he
way I
walked
look at it.
out
Maybe
in the
was
morning.
he a believer, Stephen?
I don't know. I mean, it, um, you look him up on a Wikipedia. Sometimes they got a lot of information about him.
Because sometimes God may have had purpose for him. You don't know. We don't know. You know, it's just weird that he went so young, and it's kind of odd. It gets me thinking about that myself.
Hey, I'm just gonna pray for his family. That's the only thing we can
Yeah, I
do.
feel sorry for them. Must be hard right now on them. Because they had lost their son in a very tragic way. It must be hard on them right now. That's the thing you have to look at, how the family is going through all this pain right now. It's like we definitely have to pray for them. We definitely have to pray for the guy's
Yeah, he
family.
was a Christian. He said Hatkins was a Christian and was married to a lady and his mentor during high school
I
and
guess,
college.
I guess the Lord had a calling for him. I
Oh
guess
my
God
God,
needed him.
Muhammad Sanu. He was a wide receiver. He was a mentor. His mentor was Muhammad Sanu.
Huh. Guess the Lord needed him more than anybody else. I guess God took him for a reason. All life is a strange thing. It could happen all of a sudden. In one minute you're here, next minute you're gone. You know.
Hatkins died around 7 a.m. on April 9, 2022, after being struck by a dump truck while attempting to cross Interstate 595 near Fort Lauderdale, Florida, on foot. He was in an area to train with several of his Steelers teammates. After his death, numerous athletes and teams expressed their condolences.
Oh wow. Crossing the highway, that is dangerous stuff. My God, why would you be crossing the highway? That is dangerous. I would
Fort
never try to
Lauderdale is
cross
a
the
nice
highway.
place.
My God.
Fort Lauderdale, Florida is a nice place.
And it's also a crazy highway over there too.
Yeah,
They
man.
drive crazy on those highways. They don't watch, they don't think someone's gonna cross it. They don't watch what they're doing. They just drive on, you know what I mean? They don't watch. The highways don't watch for nothing. They just keep going. That's what's crazy about a highway. They don't think anyone's gonna cross it, and they probably didn't see him crossing. They just hit him. You know what I mean? It's sad.
But that's why I always say be careful wherever you go today. Walk out,
No,
look around. I
now
had
what
to
are you
look.
gonna do about your quarterback? You have another one to back up the team?
Well, it's Mason Rudolph, but he's inactive. He's still hurt. They might as well just get rid of him. They
Oh
might
my
just
God.
they might as well just get two rookies and let them play. Because if you get two rookies in, they're gonna
Oh, it's an active. He's hurt,
And
and
then
they lost their star quarterback. That is awful.
since they lost Ben because he retired, I mean he done his thing. Big Ben done his thing, so it was his time to go. So he did his thing. And they want Big Ben to train some of these other quarterbacks, but he don't really want to go back.
Now because they have no quarterback. Now they lost their star quarterback, very sadly, and now they'll have to get someone from the minors or maybe or work on them and show them how to you know.
What's that other league? AFL, Arena Football League. They could get some of them guys.
They could look around for another one.
They'll get them. They'll get somebody.
That's
the
sad,
rookies
though.
that didn't make it, well, they say they don't make it, but the ones that got cut, they'll bring them back. Whatever they'll go to tryouts and see what they can do. Man, they gonna have. Well, they got this. They got this month and all until they'll get somebody. I know they will.
That's sad though, knowing that all of a sudden you're the owner of a football team, you have a star quarterback, and he ends up getting killed, and now he's probably saying, "Oh my gosh, now we have to get someone to replace them," and that's a hard thing, It's like really sad.
That's tough.
Like that, but at least he has God in his life. He's with the Lord now, so you don't have to worry about him suffering. So God's with him, so that's good that he had him in his life when he went.
I remember when he was playing. Well, he played with the Redskins for about a couple of years, and then he went. Then when they cut him from Redskins, they picked him up. Pittsburgh wanted him.
How good was he? Was he bad quarterback or good, or they cut him for a reason?
When he was playing the Redskins, he was going back, and he was good. He was quick. He's sort of like you got when the young gun comes in, they throw quick. But he was moving every time. He was like a Patrick Mahomes or somebody like that. Where he'll move all the time, quick move, bang.
Yeah.
And that's what I like to see them quarterbacks just move. Don't stand there because you're gonna get sacked if you standing there.
I know.
And
they got a nice quarterback on the Patriots, though.
Yeah,
they have one young quarterback. I don't know what they did with him. They had another guy. They didn't give him a chance. Maybe the Steelers didn't get that guy. I don't know what they did with him. They had a younger guy there before, and
I think he went to the 49ers.
What, the young guy they did have?
Yeah, they went to the 49ers. Because Tom Brady worked hard with him. He was working hard with that guy.
Maybe they can get him from the 49ers and trade for him. You never know. They probably can bring that guy in.
But, I mean,
they probably can trade from the 49ers and get him. You never know. They could do that and trade for that young guy. The Patriots didn't want to give a chance to let them grab him. And he probably can fill his shoes. You never know. He's probably good enough to be a quarterback of that team, don't you think?
Yeah.
It's a sad thing to lose in your life. That's hard. That poor family. I'm telling you. Feel sorry for the family. I really do.
Man, I didn't even know this, but my dad called me up and said, "Do you remember the guy? He was a pastor that was preaching at my home church. He fell over dead yesterday.
Really?
And I think it was his medicine that he was taking. Overdose of his medicine. Overdose. Fall off the table. His wife come in. He was on the floor, and they pronounced him dead. When the EMS they checked his pulse, he was dead. And she started screaming and hollering, and one of the EMS workers had to go sit her down, and because
How old was he? Boy?
He was 80-something years old.
Oh, he's up in age, 80 years old, huh?
Yeah, no. He was taking his medicine. He was getting ready to go out and go to the church, him and his wife. And his wife's in the bathroom. He took his medicine, and he just fell over dead.
Will you take too much or something?
I don't know what happened. They still trying autopsy on it and stuff.
Maybe he could have had a heart attack too at that age. You don't know.
You know,
Maybe
so
it wasn't the medicine that did it. Maybe his heart
they
stopped.
pronounced it. I think they pronounced it um, unconscious, something
Oh
another.
my God.
But but they, it was, he could just, it's his time,
Yeah, it could have been that too. You might have just went normally. Maybe God took him.
that was kind of like, that was a, but, but I didn't know, I didn't quite know him when he told me the name. It kind of rang a bell, but I just didn't know him. It's like,
Uh-huh. Hmm.
but
Wow.
he's got a cantata on Sunday for Easter, so that ought to be good. So I'm
Is it
gonna
all
be,
recorded? Would he preach it and ahead of time?
yeah, he has the cantata, and then he goes in and preach afterwards.
Oh wow.
And a guy named Chris that does his electronic and stuff, he's going to be Jesus on the cross. Um, that's why he grew out the beard. Um,
I seen one guy play Jesus in another church, and that was kind of fantastic. The Assembly of God that had this religious thing about Jesus. He really set that up really good, and it was interesting in saying how the sound effects were, and how the thunder. And it was kind of neat.
yeah, it's cool. I mean, because I've been down to um when they had when you remember the place, I think it's in Charlotte. I think it's called PTL,
I
and
never heard of PTL. What that is? What is that
that's
anyway?
Jim and Tammy Baker. Um,
Oh, okay. Is that the guy that cheated on his wife?
yeah.
Jimmy Vega. I remember that guy. He's
So
awful.
my dad went down there and they had this like putt goers and everything, and then they did this play at like this Katala thing,
Mm.
and they did that play, and all of a sudden they all these people coming running down. I said, "Oh God, what in the," you know? And so uh, they had when that part when they come and they were beating them and stuff and that stuff, and they had a guy right after the show
Yeah.
what was real the real Spurs.
Whatever
But
happened to a couple anyway? Whatever happened to them?
his wife died. He's
What
still
happened?
he's still doing ministry. He's got a ministry right now that's on TBN,
Oh, he's
Daystar,
still doing it?
and
He's
and
still doing ministry? Did he straighten up his act now? He don't cheat
yeah
anymore? No?
he was in prison for embezzlement or something, you know.
Hmm.
And he was still, but he after he served his time, he started his own thing with the new woman and the new woman I seems like more, but you have to go back to what you know. I mean Jim Baker is not a bad person. He just got caught up in
He
some
made a
mess.
mistake. That's all. And he made a mistake. He paid for it, right?
Yeah, now he's just starting over. I mean, not really starting over, but he's been writing books and stuff like that. I mean, he's a good writer. I mean, he's got a lot of knowledge.
Hmm. Well, no one's perfect in life. Everyone makes a mistake, and they took him apart when he did that. They really gave him a hard time over that, and he faced a big
He had
letdown.
he
You
had so
know.
many people on that channel like Jimmy Swaggart, um,
Oh,
Doctor.
Jimmy Swag is another one.
But see, he made a mistake. He made a mistake, and now he's back in action. He's full force, and like you said, he's got every Bible right now to all countries now. He's got every Bible that they printed where people can understand the Bible in all
I know
countries.
Jimmy Swagger. He did something wrong too. You remember?
Yeah,
Oh, he was a rat. That guy.
but
He
then
was not. He was not the no, he wasn't no perfect angel either. So he's
But,
another one.
but his son and his grandsons took over that ministry.
Come on there, Squirrel.
Yeah, yeah. Donnie Swaggart and Gabriel Swaggart. I like Gabriel better. Gabriel's a little bit more spunky, and you know what I mean for the young people. And
Yeah.
he's on fire. I mean, he's on
How's
fire.
Jimmy Swagger doing these days? How's that turkey doing now? What
He's
is he
doing
doing?
good. He's still singing. He's still singing. He's still playing the piano because
You know who
cousin
he's related to, right?
his cousin still goes. His cousin goes to his church.
You know who he's related to?
Jerry Lee Lewis
Yeah.
and
That guy was something else.
he's also related to Mickey Gilley.
I know. You know something? He used to preach to Jerry Lee Lewis and then repent. We laughed at that. He said, "You got to learn to straighten up your act, boy." And then he ended up doing something. So it's no different, you know. It's just showing that nobody's perfect.
But I'm glad that he got straightened out, though. I mean, now
Yeah.
his ministry is taking full force, and they're really.
That's good.
He's
How's
got a
his wife? She's still married to her? Or is he split
yeah.
up?
They still married to her. Still married to her after he repented all what he's done and
Probably had
everything.
to get counseling, family counseling about what he did.
Yeah,
He
you
had to
know
get
what?
help. Out.
He did the right thing. Stick with his wife, forgive, and go on and move on and
She's
get there.
lucky. She's lucky. She forgave him for what he did.
But you know what? He just almost got caught in the mess that um almost got caught in the mess like Jim Baker, but he didn't.
Be thankful he did. Would have lost everything. Churches don't like pastors doing that, but at least it's all straightened out. So what's going on, Squirrel? How you doing today?
Hey, Squirrel, what's going on?
I got the channel finally straightened out. I got a free Bible that the Bible reads out for you, so you can listen to a person reading the Bible professionally from a computer. It's free, public domain. And I put it up on my channel last night, and YouTube didn't say nothing because it's copyright free. They can't say anything, so it's safe. The free domain, free to use. It said. So I was pretty happy about that. So check that out, Squirrel. What you can hear on that channel. I have renewed Matthew chapter 1 and Matthew chapter 2. So they're both read by computer. What are you looking for, Steven?
I was just watching my dog.
Oh, I thought you were looking for something. I went on live stream and have my the worship channel. I went on live stream with my rest stream. Oh, we're doing fine. We're having a little chat on here about a lot of things. Steven always comes on with something interesting to talk about. He's never out of he's not never lost about anything. He's up on everything. So he gives me all kinds of information, what's going on and everything. Even about ministers too, you know. I'll tell you a story about a minister I know. Want to hear a funny story?
Mm-hmm.
I used to know this big, fat minister, you know. And this is not a lie. He preaches in his church, right? The church ain't growing. It's staying still like a dummy, right? You know what he says? I don't take my heart medication. I stay off it and I eat all the fat and food I can eat. I take it when I need to take it. And I said to him, you're playing with life, and life is going to catch up with you, and you're going to end up dying if you don't watch out. Oh, if I die, he says. That's his attitude. A pastor, that's his attitude. If he dies in that church, it's going to be bad because don't die in the house of God. Don't drop dead at the pew. It's not bad. It's not a good idea. He's not a good preacher anyway. He really isn't. He can't draw nobody in. He talks to himself most of the time. You don't have no congregation. You know why? Two things. You won't let no one serve. You won't let no one do anything. You'll sit in the pew. No one wants to sit in the chair and fall asleep. You won't let him do anything. He's selfish. You don't want no one serving the Lord in the church. He's ministering. You won't let no one do anything. So what they do, they walk out the door and they leave and they don't stay. So he has no members. How stupid. He has a YouTube channel, but no one watches it. He has 5 subscribers. That's it. No one even watches him. He asks for outside donations from anybody. He don't care who he takes money from. That's not doing God's service. You know where he's getting his money from. You take it from anybody. You don't care. And so when I went over there, I went by the church there. I don't see his truck there anymore. And I don't see anyone parked there anymore. And his ministry sign he's taken down. So I don't know if he's still over there or not. Maybe they got rid of him. I don't know if they fired him or not because I don't see him around anymore. It's kind of odd. He isn't doing it. He tore the sanctuary down because it was in bad shape. He could have got that repaired somehow and fixed it instead of tearing it down. Stupid guy. So that's the story about him that I know. I didn't tell him his name though. I wouldn't say his name on here. But he needs that church to be, his church needs to grow instead of staying so dead. But my channel's gonna grow. That channel will grow sooner or later. No one watches it. I have to push it some more. Someone came on there one night when I was doing my live stream, and they didn't say nothing. And I said, I let them listen. I'm only getting going. So watch out. I'll get going. I'll be getting very busy doing what I know how to do. God said we're all ministers, Once you're a temple of that Holy Spirit that lives in you, you're automatically a witness for him.
Yeah.
You can't keep quiet about anything. You got to tell people God's message. But I don't believe in pushing religion on people, though. If I tell someone about the Lord and they don't want to hear it, I did my service. Pushing on someone, I don't. But you pray for them. That's the thing. You pray for them. If they refuse the gospel, you pray for them. Oh, okay, Squirrel. He's going to change his name. So he's going to be changing his name after a while to Keystone Magnet Fishing. So what is the quiet Stephen up to today?
Well, I'm just gonna
wake up for a while, huh?
I gotta do yard work in a few minutes.
You're not awake yet. You're trying to wake up. I can tell. You're not waking up yet. I can tell because you're slowing up the high right now.
I got to get up and cut the grass.
I know, but you're trying to wake up, right? You're trying to wake up a little bit right now. That's what's the matter with you.
Well, I just got back from going to the library and drop off 3 books.
That's good. You get up and going, and that's good. You did something to get out of the house.
And then
now you go cut the grass, do something else, huh? Keep active today.
Yeah, got duties to do. So
that's good. You got a plan. You got a list of things to do today.
Yeah,
that'll keep you from being bored. You may yawn after you're all done with it.
My friend's car. He was going down the road, and his engine blew up on him. And they said, "What else next?"
What's the good morning? His engine blew?
His engine blew. That's going to cost $6,000.
That is bad luck.
And so he had to call his wife to come pick him up, and he took him to the store. And now he's got to go find another vehicle because he ain't paying $6,000 for an engine. It's a Honda. It's a Honda 2000.
You could buy a used engine, too, and put it in.
But He got to start all over again.
I guess so. That's bad luck. If you have no bad luck, you don't have no luck at all. I always say. You ever heard that saying? If you have if you have
But
no good luck,
he had to call his insurance and take his vehicle off because he's gonna. They say tow it. They told him tow it to the dump yard.
I know. But it seems like he has no. If you don't have no good luck, you have you have bad luck. You have no luck at all, and that's what it seems to me that he's having
Yeah,
no bad
he's got
time.
to have he's got to have a vehicle because he does a lot of measuring with floor covering. He does a lot of floor covering like vinyl, hardwood,
Oh,
and
geez.
he's got tons of business. I mean, he can't. By the time he turns around, he's got another phone call. He's got to go measure. I mean, he's so busy. I can. And then his dad's up there taking over while he's out and about. And at least his dad's up there.
Oh, Jesus. So you have good luck. You don't have to worry about that, right?
Yeah. Oh, it's so funny. He says, "I blowed up my engine." I said, "Why'd you do that for?" And uh, and I said, he said, "Well, I got in the car, and he always checks his oil and stuff like that. That's just and stuff, but he don't know what to do." And I said, "Well, you
You made
just
a joke out of it when it happened. Did he swear a lot, or did he make a joke out of it? Or
nah." When he went up, he said it did like a hucklebuck, like a horse, like it just and it blew up.
how come it's like a bull fight and it went up, huh?
Yeah,
Oh my God.
but it was just so funny. It was just so funny. I said, "What in the?" He told me. He said that all of a sudden it just blew up, and and boy, when it blew up, boy, it like almost tore up the whole hood of the front of it.
Did it catch flames too?
It was smoking everywhere. He
Oh,
pulled
I'd be scared
everything.
to death of that. Want
One
to
of the
hear something
guys,
funny? Right
huh?
in my neighborhood, right across the street one time, right? This is really stupid. This guy, right, was working on his car. He was working on it. He ain't a mechanic. He didn't know what the hell he was doing, right? Drove the car down the street and the whole car blew up. He jumped out, the whole car, boom. He could have been dead. He jumped out, and all of a sudden the car went boom, all in flames. The hood went everywhere. And I'm saying, what the hell did that guy do? Try to fix his own car without knowing what he was doing? It went boom. I seen all the flames shooting out of the car. He was across the street sitting down with his head down. Well, how that guy's feeling today? He could have been dead. He could have blown himself up. That means you never fool around with a vehicle when you don't know what you're doing. Take it to a mechanic. Don't mess with something.
That's what I do. If I don't know nothing about cars and stuff. Only thing I do is check the oil, check my antifreeze, and the stuff, the basic stuff. And if it ain't, I'll take it up to like I need to get some new tires on my car, so I got to go do
Well, a
that.
mechanic needs to look at the engine. You take it to a professional. That's what you're saying, right?
Yeah. But he's no now he can't do nothing now, and the guy they looked at they know what the car because they worked on his car for a lot of when he got the car, and so when he got they looked it up, they knew because it's a Honda CRV, probably one of the top of the line kind of cars that people drives now.
Maybe
Um,
someone will fix it for him. Maybe someone will get him an engine or something. You don't know. Could happen.
but
Is it in good shape to fix, or is it done?
it's done.
Oh, forget that. It
It
blew all up, huh?
it blew the whole side frame from the tires and all. When it blew up, it blew the whole side panel that way,
Wow, that must have been. Whoa.
and it blew the inside of the thing. When it blew up, it blew something right underneath his dash and went right
Did he
through.
jump out of the car when it was ready to explode?
Huh?
Did he jump out?
It 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 just blew up. It was like kapoosh, and then something hit the dash, and then blew the whole thing on that side.
Yeah, but he jumped out before it blew up, right?
Yeah.
He lucky he did. He wouldn't have been here. That would have been terrible. That's
But
dangerous.
uh, truck pulled over right behind them, and then the firefighters. Whenever you get someone calls real quick,
Uh-huh.
and they say that truck drivers uh, had to get him because when he jumped out that car, someone said that he almost got hit by a car when he did that, and but the truck said that people don't pay attention anyway. Sometimes you're driving and something like that. Nobody don't pay attention. They're in a hurry and they're worried about it, talking on the cell phone, and everything else. So they, um, he, he'll get another vehicle or
You
they'll.
know, got hit by a car, but he didn't, right?
It's dangerous over there in our highway. God Almighty knows.
Huh.
I mean, he says, well. I remember when I used to work for him. I used to work for him. I used to lay down carpet and vinyl and stuff like that. And I
Mm-hmm.
remember that day he had that van and the transmission boy was acting up all the time. And I'll never forget that as long as I live. And we'll go down the road and that thing want to act up. And I was sort of like when I was in the 20s then.
Was it putt putt boom, putt putt boom? Was it doing that?
No, it was just like the gear was like getting stuck, and
Oh,
he has to stop, and then he gets right back in line again, and so it was leaking fluid like constantly. He had one of them Ford Ecoline vans. I mean, that I guess they were like club wagons, I think they called them, but I mean, he had that van. We
would he
did
swear at him when he's trying to make it to move? He said, "Come on, move, you sucker," like that.
yeah, he used to talk jump to it, and I remember one day. I remember one day we were in that van and we were laying down carpet, and we poured all this carpet out of this house and we put it in the van,
Yeah.
but we forgot to take the darn carpet to the dump. And we walked in, we stepped in that darn van, and fleas up my, you know what, and we, and, and, and so we had to go to that dump and dump that carpet, and then he went to the daggone grocery store and he debombed that van and and and
Got the itch.
he said never again. He now on when we did do carpet, he dumped it in the dump because that's a mess.
Those are fleas in it.
Yeah,
Fleas in the garbage jumped over.
it was just so funny. I mean,
Funny, Stephen.
it this day every time he he every time every time we there I mean we had some good times. I mean I remember we had to do some work in a house and there was these painters and they were drunk as a skunk. I mean you walk in and he chased them and said, "Get the H out of here because we got work to do. Y'all have more time today." And they were out there drinking a bug while I was getting drunk. And and he chased them. It was a bunch of you know what's so
Oh,
he's
okay.
um um but it was just so funny. We had some good times and we had great time. We went to the beach together a lot of times, the fish and stuff, and
So you had some funny times with him.
Yeah, I mean,
chasing up drunks out of there. They were drunk, or the fleas in the carpet. They will itch.
I, I remember we had a pick this big heavy carpet up the stairs. And
Okay,
he
what you
got
do?
on his butt and we started laughing. I said, Lemuel, how we gonna get this carpet up? He said, grab that son like a bear and we go climb up this thing. And I said, then you're gonna hit the wall and then you're gonna really get in trouble. And and so I hauled up that day and then he couldn't get in. He fall on his butt. I said, that's it. And 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 so what we had to do, we had to fold it up
Let
and
me ask you a question. When you fell on his butt, did you swear?
yeah, kind of.
Cool, who wouldn't, right? If you fall on
Yeah,
your butt, you gotta yell out. You know what I mean?
but he got I mean he got up. We finally got the carpet in the room. We take a deep breath. He says if I ever have to pick up another carpet of this steps today, he says it's gonna be a rude awakening. We had some first fun. I think the worst thing I ever done is to take him to a hospital one day because he had a kidney stone. I had to take him to the hospital. That was
Oh yeah,
the
that was painful.
woo.
Be thankful he didn't get killed in that car when that thing was what happened to him. Jeez.
I said, I remember that day. So once he says, keep driving, go to the hospital. I remember we were and everything. We were. He said, run the freaking red light. I don't give a crap. And so and I, we're right close to the hospital anyway. But at least we made it to the hospital. I took him home. He took
You didn't
he,
get stopped by a cop when you jumped the red light, did you?
no. We had flashers on.
Oh, you could have had a siren on the car, you know. Make get there quicker.
One of the firefighters says, "Do you need to call the EMS on it so you can go there quicker?" And I said, "Let me, you ought to think about that sometimes, because the EMS will save your butt a lot of more tail than that just driving there."
Wow, that must have been painful having kidney stones. They hurt.
And he said that he said that just but he's doing. I mean, of course he's on. I mean, I'm kind of away. I don't. I'm in a way now where I'm getting back into my running again.
That's good. You should get exercise. You might be more energetic. You won't look so tired like you get up out of the bed and you look like you're ready to take a nap.
Well, it's because I've been going
I
all the
know you do that a lot, you run around too much. You're like a chipmunk. You run around too much.
well, I got to take my friend Wednesday to his dialysis,
Yeah, I know.
and um, then Friday it's his birthday, and
It's good
uh,
that you help this person out, though. You know.
so that's what brothers in Christ
Yeah.
we need to do. You got to help each other out. You can't just
Hey,
sit
what's
up.
the truth, man? What are you doing today? What's the truth, man? What are you doing today? I'm behind that avatar. What are you doing today? There. What's the truth? What's up, man? I want to ask what he's doing. He don't talk much. Hey, what's the truth? Still here? What are you doing right now, man? I'm asking you now. What are you doing? Hide behind that text. I said, what are you doing right now, man? Working on another car, fixing something? Hmm? What are you hiding behind your avatar for? What are you taking the snooze? Oh, I guess Steven's taking a break, doing something behind the avatar. What are you doing? Taking a snooze?
No.
I thought you wanted to take a little nap. It's always fun having you on here. You know that?
Yeah.
You always have something interesting to talk about. Always have some news to talk about something. You know?
But I had a great weekend. I mean, I sold a lot of stuff this weekend. I never thought
That's
I was going
good.
to sell that stuff.
That's good that you sold a lot of stuff. That's nice. At least you weren't bored, right?
Well, last week, I know the other weekend was boring. I didn't do nothing. And then
Hmm.
this weekend, I made over, let's see, close to $300.
That's good.
That was
It,
probably
okay.
that was one of the best weekends I have in a long time.
It worked out great for you. I'm glad. See, something to praise the Lord about, right?
And then I got to send my book to somebody. She bought a book, and I got to send the book to her.
Hmm.
So my book that I wrote, but
All right, let me ask you, what's the truth again? See what he answers me. Hey, what's the truth? You still here, dude? Are you snoozing? What's happening? What's the truth? You don't talk much, man. What's going on, dude? What are you doing? Taking a nap? You're not talking much. You must be sleeping or something on my channel. It's not good to take naps on live streams. But we won't hear you snoring anyway. So you got a busy schedule today for yourself? You have to do your lawn, mowing the lawn, and what else?
and I got my live at 7 o'clock tonight, so I got to get busy.
So what are you going to do on that one tonight?
Just talk, really, mostly.
Anybody ever come up on your panel?
Huh?
Did anybody ever come up on your panel?
I had one last night come up. I didn't want to sing like last night, and everybody wanted me to sing. So I said, okay, I'm gonna start singing now because everybody wanted me to sing. And
Okay.
the lady had 2 songs to sing, ended up being 3, and I ended up being 3. So I said, well, that's good. And I had
So she came up and sang with you, or did you sing by yourself, or you have a duet, or what?
she sung by herself, and I sung by myself.
Is that the same one that come up before?
Well, she came in the last part of on Friday, and and
Or
then she came back on and did uh just talk. We just talked. I mean, talked about a lot of stuff. I mean, she's a Christian. She's a Philippine. I think she's from Philippines, and she's a Christian.
oh, okay.
And she was talking about piano, how she got started in piano. And I went, wow. And I said, I'm getting all kinds of people to
What's
come
her name anyway? What's the name of her channel?
music and arts.
Oh, okay. Sounds good.
And and um, and I told her that's how I was. You know, I played piano when I was younger, but then I kind of gave it up, and then
That's too hard to play that.
but
Unless you
then
want to be like Jerry Lee Lewis and go, no, 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 like that.
but I went into keyboard, and when I started playing the keyboard, um, I remember the day that I went to this church and I started playing on the keyboard
Uh-huh.
and started messing around,
Okay.
and then the next day I wrote a song, and and I start playing it on that thing because when you start playing around, you're you're getting the notes that you hear that you need or whatever. So
Yeah.
I started to sing this song called um I started just saying these words like Holy Spirit come, Holy Spirit come to me, right, like something like that. I got the song, um, but when I start singing it, and so that Sunday, he
Yeah.
said, I want you to sing that song that you wrote. I went, oh my God. And So I went on that keyboard, and the holy anointing fell upon the people that day when I started doing that. Tears start shedding, people start passing. I mean, I never seen anything in my life, but it's not me. It was God, the movement of the Holy Spirit.
Uh-huh.
And one Pastor Sanders didn't know what's going on because he didn't know what's going on. And this woman coming and start shouting, praising God, and um, it's like people was going to the couple people was going to the altar,
Oh
and
yeah.
and um, I said, Pastor Sanders, we're having a revival in this church. Um, when the
Don't
Holy
you feel
Spirit,
like you're being called when you have that ability to do a song like that, and you
yeah,
don't you feel like you're called to be a minister yourself? And
yeah,
you
it's
have
just you just don't never know. I mean, it don't matter. I mean, the work is speaking a message, but it will also be good that
who's texting you? Some lady again?
no, no,
Oh, I thought you were hiding something. You don't know and know who your sweetheart is.
no.
Does she sing serenades to you too, saying like little
But
love songs to you?
but I had I think I had 18 people watching.
Okay.
It was more in the
Mhm.
chat than watching. I mean, it has a lot of people in the chat, but I
Mhm.
mean, no, people wanted me to sing Disney songs. I said, crap, I don't even know no Disney songs.
Disney songs, what like the Mickey Mouse Club?
I don't know, like Frozen and all that stuff. I don't know that. Well, I just don't. I mean, I'm not a. I like Disney stuff. I guess my favorite movie was on Disney was Herbie the Herbie Herbie the
Uh,
Bug, the
oh,
Volkswagen.
Herbie the Boat. What did Herbie the Boat do? Sink?
It was Herbie the Bug, the Volkswagen.
Oh, it's a Volkswagen.
Yeah, Herbie. Yeah,
I know
Herbie.
that movie.
Beep
Oh, I know.
beep.
Hmm. Those Volkswagens are awful, You ever hit one of those, the doors fall off. Did you know that?
Yeah,
Those, those whole Volkswagen view that Billy Joe, the singer. When
yeah.
that he was in that Volkswagen, man, someone hit him, all the doors fell off. They all fell off. That laugh I heard, that this whole door fell off. The doors fell off. They hit it. They have a new Volkswagen out now. I seen it the other day. It's kind of interesting how they made them now. They're like they're Hummers now. You know what that is? So like electricity.
Uh-huh.
Put those cars out like that now. The Volkswagens. It's kind of interesting how they look now. They're really made very well now.
But they said that they want all these cars to be electric.
I know. Now, what the power goes out and they have no power to charge, what are you going to do? They're all going to sit there, right? They have no electricity stations. They'll put the electricity, how are you going to get it started if there's no lights? Then they're in trouble, right?
Mm-hmm.
See, I'm trying to make sense here. If I wanted to make you laugh this morning, I'd get you laughing. You know that, don't you? Right? I remember that Herbie movie, the Volkswagen.
Yeah, that was my kids, and then I know Peter the Dragon, and um, there were some other ones that I did. That was just a kid thing for me, but um, really the
Yeah, I know. Too much
really
going on for you, ain't it, today? That's what's the matter. You're trying to think in your mind what you're going to do today before you leave the strand, right?
and then
Too much things going on in your mind right now, right? Right?
yep,
I can tell. You act like this. You go like this. and you go like this. You say, I don't know what I'm gonna do today. What am I gonna do first? I have to do something there to keep myself busy. I have to put it all in line before I go crazy.
Yeah, I think I'm. Well,
Are you looking at your notes right now? You have a pad of paper there written down?
huh?
You have a pad of paper, you over here and say, I have to do this. What am I going to do first before I start getting going? And you itchy your head and you say, no, what am I doing? Say, I have to get up here and go do these. But I don't want to right now. I'm sitting comfortably on a chair.
Yeah. Well,
Oh, there he goes again. Look at that, his nose.
I think I'm gonna.
What are you going to do now? Look at him. You're not enthused, right? I'm not. I think you're acting. You don't know what you're going to do today. You want to sit there and take it easy. That's what
I'm gonna. I guess I need to go cut the grass.
you said that a little while ago. You're not enthused to go cut that grass.
Yep.
Oh, I have to go and cut the grass. Something like this. Get the grass to cut. I have to do this one and that one. Oh, I got to sit here right now. I got to take it easy. Oh, I have to cut the grass. I have to do this. Oh, I have to do this. I don't know if I'm going to get to go and do this today.
Yeah, I gotta go cut the grass. So.
I know you sound like that person that don't know. Oh, cut the grass.
I'm just looking outside this
You're
stupid.
saying to yourself, I don't know if I want to do that today. Do I want to cut the grass today? I want to sit here and talk on the live stream. Or do I have to do something else?
I gotta cut the grass.
I know. Whenever you feel like going cutting the grass, you can cut the grass, all right? When you
Yeah,
do cut the grass, cut it good for me too, all right?
yeah. I'll talk with you later, Wayne.
Don't yawn too much when you get off here, 'cause I know you're going to have one big yawn when you're off here.
Yeah.
Because you are tired, I can tell you, running around a lot, aren't you, today, right?
No, I'm not tired.
Yeah, you will be after you get through. You go
No,
cut that grass. You want to have a hammock to lay down in, take a little nap. Oh no, I have to go somewhere else. I have to get out of here.
yeah,
As
no.
long as you don't wrap yourself around the hammock and you can't get out, then you'll be in trouble. Oh no, I have to get out of this hammock. I got to get going. How am I going to get out of here? I got wrapped up in it. So you go cut the grass, all right? You have to get.
Talk with you later, man.
I always hope you have enough gas in the lawnmower to cut the grass. If you don't, then you can come back on here, right?
Yeah, I got gas.
I hope you don't run out now. You better be back on here saying, "Oh, I'm back."
All right,
What happened? I forgot to pick the gas up. I have no gas.
I'll talk with you later.
All right, see you later.
No,
Don't work too hard, right?
no.
Okay. Oh, he finally gonna get off and cut the grass. Oh. So, Scrub, what's going on, man? What's up? What's up? What's up, Keystone Magnet Fishing? What's up, man? What's up? What's up? So, Squirrel, when you are gonna change your name too? It doesn't take long to change your name. You can do it right away. You don't need to wait. You need to advertise. You have it. Only thing that's going to be hard is the back screen of the YouTube picture. So what's up there, Squirrel Man? What are you doing? What are you doing, Squirrel Man? Taking a snooze, or are you working? And what's the truth? Are you still here? I haven't got that much to talk to you these days. So what's the truth? What are you doing? Your avatar's sitting still. What's up there? What's the truth? What's up, man? What's going on? What's going on? You can come up here. What's the truth? You don't have to show your face. Show your avatar for the car to got the buff. Oh, okay. All right. Don't work too hard, there, Scroll Man. The Keystone Magnet Fishing. You don't have to wait too long to change your name. You know, it only takes like a 5 minute thing when you're home. But anyway, if you see my new videos of my church service, I went on live stream yesterday. I mean today, to talk about the channel. To talk about the channel and everything, and went on live stream. So, you know, to talk about, I got a few electronic Bible stories read by a computer, so they can listen to the Bible easily and understand the words. So it's cool. Oh man, I'm gonna check something out for a minute. Precious name, oh, joy of heaven, precious name, oh, sweet. That's the song. Oh, see, that's the songs I'm gonna put on my religious channel there, Squirrel. They're free, public domain music without copyright, so I can put it on my worship channel, the worship channel on my YouTube channel. I went live on that today with my rest stream, so um, I will, you know, so I'm doing. I got a Bible now that reads out the scriptures, so I don't need to read them. There's audio Bible, free domain, audiobible.com. I got them off of, so it reads the scriptures to you. I put up Matthew chapter 1 and verse 20. The other one is verse 23. I put the other one about the birth of Jesus Christ, about him being born in Bethlehem, and that's number. I think it's number 2. And I didn't put number 3 up yet, but that's next week. So I was hoping to take the other one, more about Jesus, what I know, but I don't have that one, not that I know of. Nope, you don't have it. Jesus is mine. Oh, what a foretaste of glory divine. His the salvation, purchase of God, born of His Spirit, washed in His blood. This is my story, this is my song, praising my Savior all the day long. My story, this is my song, praising my Savior all the day long. That's pretty good hymns. Pretty good hymns. Yeah. 2 new Bible scriptures. Chapter 1, Generations of Jesus Christ. Chapter 2, the birth of Jesus. I think chapter 3 isn't on here yet, but it will be next week. We have to get more people to come to subscribe to that channel. No one's even watching it. No one's even watching it. So we are going to work on it some more. So I'm hoping more people will join me on that channel. I don't know how it's doing, but check it out for a minute. Well, we have to get more subscribers to that channel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go look around for some religious channels and stop in and tell them about my new channel. And when you get a chance, stop over there and listen to the first chapter of Matthew and see what you think. I'll give you a sample of what you are going to hear. Listen to this.
The Gospel according to St. Matthew, chapter 1. The book of the generation of Jesus Christ, the son of David, the son of Abraham. Abraham begat Isaac, and Isaac begat Jacob, and Jacob begat Judas and his brethren, and
So that's what the sample is of what you can get on the worship channel. And everything. So we are getting going on that channel. Okay. The channel is only it's only about religion, and I don't think many people on YouTube like religion. So we have to So I'll be on tonight, my regular channel anyway. So I'm going to get off here now, Scroll, and I'll see you tonight up on my channel at 6 o'clock. So have a good day, Scroll, and everybody else on here, have a good day, and we'll see you. And have a great day, Scroll. I'll see you later. I'll shutting this down now. I'm going to get off of here, and I'm going to go and do other things now.